What is up guys, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. Today we are going through the new legendary bounty. This one is actually a lot harder than last week's one. Last week's one we had to go and get Barbarella Alcatraz, and it was pretty easy to go and do. All you had to do was go all the way over to Gaptooth Ridge, run in there, killing everyone. She tries running away, you lasso her, you go and bring her back to Tumbleweed. This one I actually found a little bit harder. I've done the 1-star one, and I must confess I got a bit cocky and I ended up dying. Do not run in there straight away because you'll find yourself having to fight off the bounty himself, and also you'll have a ton of wolves after you. Listen to what the tips say by Rockstar. I know most of you guys will do that and you're not as cocky as me and not as ignorant as me, but definitely listen to what has been said on the poster as well as what has been said in the newswire about going to bring predator bait in with you, because it will make life a lot easier. Now this was just a 1-star thing and I ended up dying on the first try, so if you are going to be doing this as a 4 or even a 5-star bounty, it's going to be a lot harder to go and do. Luckily I did go and still bring him in alive. But for this Wolfman bounty, what you need to do is go over to any bounty board. The bounty will always be on the right side of the board, and all you have to do is go and click that. After that it will then cut and then set you all the way up near Lake Isabella. You do not have to travel all that distance. For example, if you go to a bounty board in Saint Denis, you do not then have to go and get that bounty and then go all the way up to Lake Isabella as a ride. It will cut and then you'll automatically spawn around Lake Isabella. You then have to go to 3 different locations, and on the way there will be a ton of wolves. Normally they ride in a pack of 3 or 4, and with these it's actually pretty easy to go and take them out. You do not have to worry about using bait at these times. You will carry on going through these 3 different locations, and then eventually you will come across the bounty himself, the Wolfman, the person you need to go and bring down. At that point, that is the point you need to go and start using bait. Do not run in there straight away like I did and die. Make sure you are using bait and take it slow. That way you can go and distract all the wolves, and then you could just ride in there, lasso the person you need to lasso, and then ride out. I do highly recommend, if you haven't seen it already, I'll leave a link in the description down below, to use the tips to become a very good bounty, to make your life a lot easier and not have to worry about the bounty trying to escape every couple of minutes as you go and take him down to the bounty wagon. You can go and lasso the bounty, go and hog tie him up, and then whilst they are laying on the floor, you can hold the left trigger just to aim whilst you have got your fist selected, and you can go over and kick him in the head. You do that a couple times, it will knock him out. I know I keep on saying this is absolutely brutal and you kind of feel bad considering they are tied up and you are literally just beating them, but this does make life a lot easier because you do not have to worry about them trying to jump off the back of your horse when you are riding them back to the location you need to ride to. I would highly recommend doing it with this bounty. Some bounties do not need it, but with this one you will have wolves chasing after you as you ride off with the bounty on your back. This bounty really much reminds me of the beginning of Red Dead Redemption 2 story, where you have to go and save John Marston, which is located at the top of the mountains, and as you are riding back down the mountain you have a lot of wolves chasing after you. This feels very similar. Once you go and bring them back to the bounty wagon, with the rewards you'll go and you'll get about $20 for completing it for the first time, about 16 gold nuggets, and also you'll get about 250 bounty XP. You can then go all the way back to a bounty board and then go and play this again, and you can carry on doing it, and as you keep on going through this bounty it will get harder and harder up until it becomes a 5-star bounty. With a 4-star or a 5-star bounty you must bring them back alive. With me, the fact that I managed to go and die at a 1-star bounty, a 4 or a 5-star bounty, I would need to 100% be using the bait that it does recommend going to use. So like I said, definitely go and take the tips that Rockstar give you and don't be cocky and ignorant like me. Definitely do exactly what they say just so it makes your life easier. But anyway guys, this is the Wolfman bounty. I think this has been one of the coolest ones so far. I know we're only 2 in and we've got another 8 to go, but with the Barbarella Alcatraz one I feel like that was just easing us into it, getting a good idea of what we have to do, and it was pretty easy. This one's a bit more difficult, and also it's actually very cool. A very cool story in my opinion. But what do you guys think? What do you think of this new legendary bounty for this week? But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going, so see ya.